beautiful people. So happy to see you yet again for another reading. I've just I saged the whole place, and I'm like, I had time to relax a bit, but I also felt like, okay, it's time to film a reading because this path, this path, this path of pivoting, learning lessons at a much accelerated rate so that you can really know how to make certain decisions is crazy. It's crazy, and no wonder we need this navigation in life to really work out and understand where the hell are we going and what are we trying to create. Tarot guidance is one of the best ways to have that, to be honest. I am so grateful for Michelle Thornton, whose channel I discovered by accident, to be honest. I was never into tarot readings. I wasn't even really that spiritual. This was about 2.5 years ago, and now I'm doing this work. Now I'm a Reiki healer and a tarot reader. So you never know what will happen in life, and you can't plan it. But having certain guidance and having someone show you certain steps and what happened for them, and their recognition of patterns that really worked out for them and didn't work out for them can really help you in acceleration of your path and avoid perhaps have a not painless, that's not true, we can't have that, but to have less pain in your path, and to really know that that it's okay. It's okay if you feel like you keep making mistakes, can't figure things out. It's because it's hard. It's actually really hard. So yeah. Anyway, so let's check what messages we get. I'm on a roll with these readings because every day I'm like, I need to film almost every day, and I don't know why I'm getting this urge. Must be something going on. Right. 4 of Wands. This, but reversed. Okay. What I get here is with 4 of Wands, looking at this card, perhaps someone who was looking at the future, or certain, like, had a view of future with almost with rose tinted glasses. You see, like something like, yeah, these rose tinted glasses, but it was reversed, which means that vision that you were looking at, perhaps you had like an idea or a certain like story in your mind regarding certain things and certain people, situations, and whatever you're trying to go into. For some of you, this will be romance related, and for some of you, this will be more even like career related. What you thought you were kind of going to go into, and you had this like you had these rose colored glasses on, and you felt like, okay, this is what I'm wanting. And by the way, those stages are important. It's important to have those stages because otherwise you won't ever dream then. You know, you will never just dream. But that, with a healthy balance of expectations, is exactly what is needed. So here is what you can learn from my mistakes, because this kind of card actually does on some level also resonate with me too. Since it's reversed, it means that vision has kind of crumbled down a bit. You kind of like reality has hit, and that story has kind of shattered. You know, reality hit, or you got to know more things, and you realized, okay, this story, this way of being, this vision I had was actually more so in my head than around what is going on around me. And you're really like coming to terms with it, that this is the case, this is what is happening. And then the question comes, well, what do you do about it once you know this? First stage of this will be often when your vision kind of comes crumbling down, or you feel like, right, it's not what I thought it was. This happens way too often than we know. Something that you thought was it is not it. It was something completely else. So what do you do about it? Here's what you do. You sit with yourself you feel your feelings, you let yourself cry if that's what you need to do. You completely sit with those emotions and you hug yourself and you say, it's okay. You don't need to worry about making mistakes. Okay, if you made a mistake, doesn't matter. Learned from it. Now we're wiser, now we're better, now we can go into the next steps with more wisdom, with more knowledge, and with more experience to now create something bigger and better and much more beautiful. And that's it. And that's what you do. You don't say to yourself, how could you be so stupid? How could you do that? What were you thinking? Did you not know? Like, you're this age, that age, should know better. But no. We're not. I will not promote that. And even if you feel like doing that, take a breath. Maybe even count from 1 till 100, because 1 till 10 won't do much. Count from 1 till 100 to really calm yourself down. Really calm yourself down. And then say, it's okay. You know what? It's okay. I made a mistake. I did not want to do that. But also, I wouldn't have done that if I had known better. It was just a lesson, and I don't need to feel embarrassed. And even if I do, I don't need to feel further embarrassed or berate myself for that situation or whatever you are focusing on. There's a certain situation where your vision has kind of crumbled down, and I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. It's it's when reality meets with a dreamer mindset, especially if you're more of a dreamer person, which is an amazing quality, but coming back to earth and kind of grounding yourself with your surroundings is a balancing act that you, or at least one, takes a while to master. It's what I take a while to master too. So do not worry at all about it, because it's not easy. This path, like, so not easy. So someone's vision has come crumbling down, and they're realizing that reality is hitting, so something needs to happen, something needs to be done. Right, these 3 cards dropped, so I'm going to take those. 10 of Wands. Baggage. Time to let go of that baggage. It's an opportunity. This is an opportunity to have a new start, a new beginning, a new thing. Remember, you're in charge. You're not waiting for someone else to help you, guide you, tell you what to do. You're in charge, and you get to decide what you want to do. You get to figure out how you want things to be. You get to decide what projects, what people, what situations you invest your time into. Yeah, and this is saying, especially if you feel like you have a lot of, like, you're carrying a lot of things, it's time to let that go. Yeah, it's time to let that go. And maybe I hear that some of you are worried about certain finances. Well, what about these finances? This could be like, if you're maybe you're in like a partnership with someone, in a certain relationship, and you perhaps were living together with them, and now you're like, I'm going to have to pay more when I leave this situation. I'm going to have to do this when I leave that situation. I'm going to have to learn these skills. Perhaps you were reliant on someone for something, and then now you're like, okay, I need to do this. This is that kind of feeling. This is like, you may have to, but also look at that you are letting go of the immense heaviness in your heart of living unauthentically in the current situation where you're not happy, or in a current, something that you're not necessarily feeling aligned with anymore. And often we don't talk about it, but our path involves a lot of pivoting at times. And these are my beliefs, that it's important to pivot. It is important to try out, even if the other path where you realize, actually, it wasn't what I thought it was. that's better than just staying with a story in your head, thinking, okay, this may work out, this situation could have been better. That it always gives this like idea of grass is greener kind of thing. I would still say step into that role in a way, or if you have to, then do go into it and try it out and then come back. Yeah, those of you who don't know my journey, in some ways, I was about 3 years ago, maybe even 4 years ago actually, I always wanted to live abroad. I don't know why, but that was a calling. And when I got an opportunity to move to Germany, and when I was here, it like there were times I was thinking like, you know, what it doesn't necessarily make sense to me being here. Do I even see a long-term path? I don't know. I really don't know. But what I was sure of was that in those moments, in that time frame, in those exact places, situations, people that I was with and in, was exactly where I was meant to be. And even now, I'm actually making a return journey back to my home country. And even now, that pull, which I couldn't have imagined a month or two ago at all, now that pull is becoming so strong, and it feels like, yeah, it feels so like natural progression, right? So you may be worried about finances, logistical stuff. Trust me, logistical stuff, I completely understand. Logistical stuff with moving different countries to different countries is also an immense pressure, or an immense like crazy feeling in a way. So yeah, it's like it's annoying in itself. I understand completely, especially if you are moving countries and visas, these problems, that problems will just come up. Closing chapters and this and that will come up, but it will happen so suddenly. Suddenly, not instantly. And when it happens so suddenly, then you're pretty much like, yeah, this is not something I could have planned. And I couldn't have planned this either. So what it's saying is, let go of that baggage. This may, for some people, this may literally be carrying actual bags, packing your bags. And yeah, this is, you're feeling heaviness. You're carrying around all this heaviness with you, and it's time to let that go. 7 of Cups. Be proud of yourself for recognizing your path, recognizing that you're having these feelings, that you need to make a change, recognizing the fact that you are, your self-worth is immensely high, recognizing that you are doing all the work, you know, you are trying to build a better life for you, and you will pivot, and you put yourself first, and you put your needs first in order to do what is right by you. Even your connection to the universe, to the source, to God, higher spiritual being, whatever your belief system is, even your connection to that, your respect for that connection, your immense forgiveness and gratitude for that connection, leading you and guiding you, always leading you and guiding you, is something, and you listening to it and you choosing to be in partnership with this higher connection is huge, The fact that you are even listening to this right now, and if it resonates, especially with you, and if you know what, this won't resonate with everyone, but if it resonates with you, that means you are in connection with yourself more so, and you will choose that a lot more, not easily, but you will choose that above connections that don't allow that to happen. Yeah, connections that don't allow you to be in touch with the source. So, Seven of Cups, you are proud of yourself. You are really proud of yourself. See how, look back at your path. If you're leaving something behind, look back at your path, how much you have, gosh, how much you have achieved, not just with your physical trophies out there and in-hand tangible results, but also with your inner spiritual growth, and the ability to handle and manage your emotions is an immense superpower, rarely talked about. So what if you made a mistake? So what if you said something that you're not proud of? So what if you took an action that that you found out was just completely like not okay? Well, at least you took it and you didn't stay in a story. Now you can move on. Now you can make next steps. This is how energy moves. This is how, and we are not meant to be stagnant. We're actually meant to be moving most of the time. And when we require certain moments of stillness, that stillness is also movement, but in a different way. Whereas when you are taking certain actions, when you are taking aligned actions, something you've been thinking about or something in your mind that is coming up, you put it out there, you take action accordingly. It doesn't work out, so what? You tried it. Life's not going to make it wait for anything, but you did it, and it's okay. And it's okay. I'm sure there are many people who are doing a lot crazier things, but it's okay. Yeah. Knight of Swords, momentum. As soon as you let go of the story, let go of the baggage that you have been carrying, let go of whatever you feel like is holding you actually, and you are getting actually these clear signs and like sort of like indications from your body that it's time to move. It's time to make a change right now. This is saying as soon as you decide, all right, that's enough. I want something different and I want this. The momentum for it is going to be intense and immense. Things will change very quickly. Very quickly. You couldn't have better planned it, because your decision is going to be supported by the divine, which means your next steps will happen so much quicker than you could have ever anticipated. And yeah, it's going to happen very quickly. That's the message I'm getting. It's going to happen so quickly. So quickly. So take that step and make that decision, because you will be supported in it and things are going to move quickly. You won't be left alone. King of Swords. Absolutely. I love this drawing. I love this drawing. This artist is an absolute genius. I need to find the name of this tarot deck. Oh, where is it? But this artist is an absolute genius. I love how they think. Absolutely love how they think. King of Swords. But King of Swords is basically someone who is someone who's very wise, someone who is in their logical mind. And this is the phase we are in right now. Someone who is very much like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I know what I need to do. And I know what steps to take. And now it's just time to take those steps. Yeah. Yeah. Gosh. King of Swords. That's the message I get with King of Swords. If you need to seek someone who can help you in taking these steps, reach out for help, who can help you step over your fear, step over those inner blockages that you may have. But King of Swords is basically saying that you will need to right now be in a bit more of less of a dreamer stage, more of an action, wise decisions that may not be beneficial for other people, but they are beneficial for you. You are doing it for you now. You have to put yourself first. You might have to be cutthroat. It may make some other people sad, but right now you're picking yourself. You will have to give up on what other people think. They don't know your inner state. They don't know what you're going through internally. They don't know your thought process. Neither do they know your experiences, past traumas, past experiences of success, non-success, life, right? They don't know it. Only you know it. Only you have your intuition and guidance from the divine that you should be listening to. It's what I do. And often I get told, this doesn't make sense, what you decided to do. This doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. But it won't make sense to everyone. Your decisions and knowing where your decision making process is coming from and based on what will help you, but it's not for anyone else to know. It's for you to know. All right, my wonderful people, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you need any further guidance, please let me know. Do hit the like and subscribe button, and that immensely helps reach more people, whoever may be needing guidance, because it's not an easy path, and I want to help whoever needs the help in this time. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll see you in the next one.